Let us continue basic strength of amines. We'll take aniline Kb value. Base dissociation constant is 4.2 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Then metanitroaniline Kb is 2.9 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Next, paranitroaniline Kb value is 1 into 10 power minus 13. Orthonitroaniline Kb value is 6 into 10 power minus 15. Orthonitroaniline 6 into 10 power minus 15. Okay. Now, Kb value says that aniline is having higher basic strength when compared to metanitro, which is having more basic strength when compared to paranitro, which is having more basic strength when compared to orthonitro. Set. Now, these three are having electron withdrawing group, that is NO2 group. Electron withdrawing group present in these three. Due to electron withdrawing group, here lone pair availability is less, therefore their basic strength is less, whereas aniline is having higher basic strength. Okay. Now we will take metanitro and paranitro. We will take why metanitro is having more basic strength when compared to paranitro, that we will see. Now we will take metanitro aniline. We will take. Okay. Here we will go for resonance structures. This bond is shifting like this because oxygen is having higher electronegativity than nitrogen. So here single bond N, single bond O minus, here 2 plus, here O minus, here pi bonds. Then next one is pi bond is shifting like this. So we will get the resonance structure. Here double bond N plus O minus O minus. This carbon gets positive charge. Here pi bond, here pi bond. Then it is going for a resonance. Then next resonance structure is this pi bond is shifting. Therefore, we will get NH2. Here double bond N plus O minus O minus. Here pi bond, here pi bond, here plus charge. Next resonance structure we will see. Next resonance structure. Here this pi bond is shifting. So we will get NH2. Here double bond N plus O minus O minus. Here this pi bond comes here pi bond, here positive charge. Okay. So due to this electron withdrawing group NO2, phenyl ring gets positive charge at this carbon ortho position, at this ortho position, and at this para position with respect to NH2. So due to electron withdrawing group, phenyl group gets a positive charge. So where positive charges obtained, that we have got idea. Next we will take paranitroaniline. We are taking a paranitroaniline. Paranitroaniline we have taken. Here we will give the bond shift. This bond is shifting like this. This bond is shifting like this. So we are getting here double bond N, here O minus, here O minus, here plus charge, here a positive charge. Next resonance structure, pi bond shift in this direction. Now here double bond N plus O minus, here pi bond, here positive charge. Next resonance structure, N plus O minus, pi bond will give positive charge here. Okay, this is a paranitroaniline. In para-nitroaniline, resonance structures you see, in the para-nitroaniline, in the resonance structures, at this carbon you see, positive charge is there. This amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. This carbon is having positive charge. Okay, in para-nitroaniline. So amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. This carbon is having positive charge in one of the resonance structures. So next we will see meta-nitroaniline. We'll see. In the meta-nitroaniline, this amino group nitrogen attached to this carbon. This carbon, is it having positive charge or not? You see, that carbon, is it having positive charge or not? You see. Okay. So in meta-nitroaniline, the amino group nitrogen is attached to carbon. That carbon is not having positive charge in the resonance structures. But in para-nitroaniline, the amino group nitrogen attached to this carbon is having positive charge. Okay. Therefore, this is having positive charge. This carbon is not having positive charge. This carbon is not having positive charge. This carbon is having positive charge. So lone pair density is low, lone pair density is high. So basic strength is high, basic strength is low. Okay. So meta-nitroaniline is having higher basic strength than para-nitroaniline. Sir, now we will compare para and ortho. Para and ortho in the sense similar behavior, isn't it? Para and ortho in the similar behavior. Why? Because this nitro group will create positive charge at this carbon. This amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. This carbon gets positive charge because of this NO2 para electron withdrawing group. In the same way, this ortho position NO2 group, which is electron withdrawing group, which will create positive charge at this carbon. So amino group nitrogen attached to this carbon is having positive charge. Here amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon is having positive charge. So this carbon has positive charge, this is also having positive charge. Both are having same manner. But para is having more basic when compared to ortho. Why is it so? That we will see. Now we will take ortho nitroaniline. Ortho nitroaniline will take. We have taken ortho nitroaniline. Now we can say that between this H and this O, what bond is possible? In the sense hydrogen bonding is possible. Hydrogen bonding is possible. Due to this hydrogen bonding, what membered ring is created? We'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 membered ring is created. 6 membered ring means stable. Therefore, this hydrogen bonding is giving stability to the system. So we said here hydrogen bonding in this orthonitroaniline between this NO2 group and NH2 group, hydrogen bonding is possible. Due to hydrogen bonding, what will happen? Because of this hydrogen bonding, this bonding electron slightly shifting towards hydrogen. Therefore, here deficiency takes place. So lone pair availability becomes low. So in this orthonitroaniline, hydrogen bonding is there. Therefore, in this nitrogen, lone pair availability is less. But in this nitrogen, lone pair availability is more because no hydrogen bonding. Therefore, it is going for a higher. It is having higher basic nature when compared to this. Therefore, in the nitroanilines, meta is having higher than para is having higher than ortho. Okay. Next, we will take. This is a tertiary amine. For this tertiary amine, Kb is 1.15 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Next, we will take here NHMe. It is secondary amine. For this secondary amine, Kb is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Next, we will take primary amine. Next, we are taking primary amine. For this, Kb is 4.2 into 10 power minus 10. So, how the basic strength is there means tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Sir, okay. This is this we know that why tertiary is having greater than secondary is having greater than primary. Reason in the sense here two methyl groups showing plus A effect. Here one methyl group showing plus A effect. Here no methyl group is showing plus A effect. No methyl group is there, so no plus A effect. Therefore, tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Okay. Next we will take. This is aniline. Aniline Kb value you know. Next we will take secondary amine. We have taken secondary amine. Next we will take tertiary amine. Next we are taking tertiary amine. Okay. So we took a primary, secondary and tertiary. 3 amines we took. So, how the basic strength is there? Experimental analysis says that primary greater than secondary greater than tertiary. So, just before we said tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Now we are saying primary greater than secondary greater than tertiary. Why? So, now we will see. Here, this shows this methyl group shows plus A effect. Methyl group shows plus A effect. Here 2 methyl groups means 2 times plus A effect. Here 1 methyl group means only 1 plus A effect. So plus A effect is more, plus A effect is less, no plus A effect. Therefore, availability of lone pair on nitrogen is more, availability of lone pair on nitrogen is less, availability of lone pair on nitrogen is still less. Therefore, basic strength is like this. Why in this case? Here if you see this lone pair goes to resonance with the phenyl ring, it is minus R group. NH2 group is minus R group. It is electron donating group. So this lone pair goes to resonance with this phenyl ring, otherwise with this phenyl ring. 2 possibilities are there. Therefore, its minus R tendency is more than that of this one. So in this case, this nitrogen lone pair goes to resonance with this phenyl ring, otherwise with this phenyl ring or with this phenyl ring. 3 possibilities are there. Therefore, minus R effect of this nitrogen is much greater than that of this. So all these 3 nitrogens are going for minus R effect. What about in this case? In this case, minus R effect is it not there? Yes, is there. All are having only one phenyl ring. All are having same extent minus R effect. Therefore, only we did not say here minus R effect. But here minus R effect tendency is different. Here one phenyl ring is going with resonance effect with the nitrogen lone pair. Here 2 phenyl rings are going with resonance with the nitrogen of lone pair. Here 3 phenyl groups going with resonance with the nitrogen of this lone pair. So minus R effect tendency less, minus R effect tendency more, minus R effect tendency still more. So minus R effect means loss of electron cloud. Loss of electron cloud means lone pair availability is less. Here lone pair availability is still less. Lone pair availability is still more less. Therefore, this basic strength is more when compared to this, which is more when compared to this. So primary greater than, secondary greater than, tertiary in this case. So we'll take a next example. We'll take benzyl amine. We'll take. We are taking benzyl amine. We are taking benzyl amine. Then for this Kb is how much in the sense 2 into 10 to the power of minus 15. Then we will take aniline. We will take. We are taking aniline. We took aniline. We took. Now we will see for aniline Kb is how much in the sense 4.2 into 10 to the power of minus 10. So benzyl amine is having higher basic strength than aniline. Benzyl amine basic strength is greater than that of aniline. Why? Because here this lone pair is in conjugation with this phenyl ring. Conjugation with this phenyl ring. Here see this pi bond and lone pair is separated by one single bond. Therefore, lone pair is in conjugation with pi bond. Therefore, it is going for minus R effect with the phenyl ring. Okay, this nitrogen is going for minus R effect with this phenyl ring. Resonance is possible. But what about in this case? In the benzyl amine, resonance is possible or not? That we'll see. Here we will give the pi bonds. Now this lone pair and this pi bond are not in resonance, or not in conjugation. because lone pair and pi bond is separated by two single bonds. Therefore, lone pair and pi bond are not conjugated. Not conjugated in the sense this lone pair is not going for resonance with this phenyl ring. So no resonance effect here. So resonance effect not there. Here resonance effect is there. Which resonance effect? Minus R effect. Nitrogen is losing the lone pair. Therefore, lone pair density in this nitrogen is greater than that of this nitrogen. So this basic nature is more than this. Next we will take another example. Para amino aniline we will take. We are taking a para amino aniline. For this Kb is 140 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Next we will take meta amino aniline. We will take meta amino aniline. For this Kb is 10 into 10 power minus 10. Then we will take aniline. Aniline. For this Kb is 4.2 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Next we will take ortho amino aniline. Ortho amino aniline will take. For this Kb is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Okay. So in all these cases, two amino groups are there. Here only one amino group. Okay. Based on Kb, we will say the basic strength. The basic strength is more here. Basic strength is more here. Basic strength less, still less. Okay, it is least. Sir, how the basic strength is there, that we got an idea. Sir. Now, para amino aniline is having more basic strength than meta amino aniline. Why is it so? What is the reason? We will see. Now, this para amino aniline will take. For this, we will write the possible resonance structures. This para amino aniline we have taken. Now we will go for resonance structure. This lone pair is coming to here as pi 1. This pi 1 going to here as negative charge. So we are getting here NH2. Here double bond NH2. Here pi bonds. This carbon is getting negative charge. This nitrogen is getting positive charge. Sorry. Next we will see this negative charge becomes pi 1. This pi 1 becomes a negative charge. So we will get NH2. Here double bond NH2. Here negative charge becomes pi 1. Here pi bond is there. Next we will give for this carbon negative charge, for this nitrogen positive charge. Next resonance structure we will see negative charge becomes pi bond here. Pi 1 becomes negative charge here. So here NH2. Here double bond NH2. That plus charge will give pi 1. Here negative charge. These are the resonance structures of a para amino aniline. Now we will see meta amino aniline resonance structures. We will see meta amino aniline resonance structures. Here nitrogen is having lone pair and 3 pi bonds we will write. Sorry, okay. So now we will shift the lone pair as pi 1. Pi 1 becomes a negative charge. So here NH2. Here pi bonds. Here double bond NH2. Now we will give the charges. We will give nitrogen is getting positive charge. This carbon is getting negative charge. Next. Negative charge becomes pi 1. This pi 1 becomes a negative charge. That we will see. Now here double bond NH2. Here pi bond. Here pi bond. Pi bonds we have given. Now we will give the charge. Here negative charge we will give. Here positive charge we will give. Next resonance structure. This negative charge becomes pi 1. Pi 1 becomes a negative charge. So here NH2. This phenyl ring. Here double bond NH2 plus. Then here pi 1. Here pi 1. Here negative charge. Okay. So for meta-amino aniline, we have given resonance structures. Now we will see this aniline, this amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. This carbon is getting what charge? We'll see. This amino group nitrogen is having this carbon. This amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. This carbon is having which charge due to resonance? That we'll see here. No charge. Here no charge. Here no charge. Set. So meta amino aniline means in this amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. This carbon has not got any charge because of this amino resonance. Okay. Now para amino aniline will see this amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. This carbon is having any charge or not, we will see due to resonance. This amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon. That carbon is not having any charge here. Yes, he having negative charge here. No charge here. Okay. So amino group nitrogen attached to this carbon gets negative charge in one of the resonance structures. Amino group nitrogen is attached to this carbon is not having any charge. Okay, so this carbon is having negative charge, this carbon is not having negative charge. Negative charge is there means here lone pair density is more, here lone pair density is less, so this basic strength is more, this basic strength is less. Okay, next we will go to this aniline and meta amino aniline we will see. Aniline and meta amino aniline will see. Now in this meta amino aniline, this NH2 group is electron donating group. Electron donating group, due to that what will happen? You see, this amino group is electron donating group. It is acting as showing resonance effect. It is donating electron cloud. Correct. We committed one mistake. Donating electron cloud means we have to say plus R. We have to say correct. Donating electron cloud means we have to say plus R. Accepting electron cloud means minus R. We have to say. Already we said N is showing minus R. We said that is wrong. Plus R we have to say. Okay. Now here if you see this NH2 is electron donating group, therefore it is electron donating group means it is activating the phenyl ring. It is activating the phenyl ring in the sense activating phenyl ring by donating electron cloud. Therefore this nitrogen is getting higher electron density. Okay, so we can say here due to this amino group this phenyl ring gets higher electron cloud density. Therefore, here lone pair density is more when compared to this nitrogen. Therefore, this basic strength is more when compared to this nitrogen, we can say. But in this case, we will see. Here, at ortho position, amino group is there. No doubt it will show plus R effect. Though it is showing plus R effect, its basic strength is less than aniline because of ortho effect, we can say. So, is there any other reason? If you see, another reason is there. This amino group can go for hydrogen bonding with this amino group. Due to hydrogen bonding, lone pair density becomes low. Therefore, basic strength is low. Like this also we can explain. But we have to give explanation based on experimental fact. What is the experimental fact? Means Kb is the experimental fact. Based on Kb only we have to say basic strength. Based on that Kb, we have to give suitable explanation. Set. Next. We'll go to next example. We will take NH2 phenyl ring OCH3 we have taken. For this Kb is 20 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Next we will take aniline. For aniline you know that 4.2 into 10 power minus 10. Next we will take orthomethoxy aniline. Orthomethoxy aniline we will take. For this Kb is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Then we will take meta. For this Kb is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Okay, we have taken like this. Based on Kb value, we can say the basic strength. So basic strength is more, here less, still less. Okay, basic strength we said. Now we have to give the explanation. Okay. Now this we will take. It is a para amino anisole. It is para amino anisole. Why para amino anisole is having more basic strength than aniline? That we will see. Now para. This is a para-aminoanisole. Para-aminoanisole we can write like this. Para-aminoanisole we can write like this. Now, this oxygen is attached to this carbon. This oxygen electronegativity is more when compared to this carbon. Therefore, this oxygen shows minus I effect. This oxygen shows a minus I effect, we can say. This oxygen shows minus I effect. Okay. Minus I effect means this sigma electron cloud is migrating towards oxygen. Therefore, in this phenyl ring, electron cloud density becomes low. Therefore, availability of lone pair on nitrogen becomes low. Therefore, this basic strength should be less than this basic strength. But experimental fact is opposite. So we can't take this minus I effect to explain this experimental fact. Okay. Next, NH2. This phenyl ring. This O is having 2 lone pairs. Okay. Now we will see another factor. We will see this oxygen is having lone pair. A double bond is there. This pi bond and lone pair are separated by single bond. Therefore, lone pair and pi bond are in conjugation. Therefore, a resonance is possible. In this resonance, oxygen is donating, so it is showing plus R effect. Phenyl ring is accepting, so it is showing minus R effect. Therefore, this pi bond will come here. This pi bond will go to this place, so this carbon will get negative charge due to resonance. Okay, so this methoxy group shows plus R effect. Therefore, this carbon is getting negative charge. This carbon is getting negative charge in the sense nitrogen is getting a higher density of lone pair. Due to higher density of lone pair, this basic strength is high. Okay, so this basic strength is greater than that of this basic strength. It is experimental fact. This we can explain suitably by taking which concept in the sense this oxygen shows plus R effect. Due to plus R effect, your electron density getting raised. Therefore, your lone pair density is more. Therefore, it is having more basic strength when compared to this. It is the suitable explanation for this experimental fact. Okay. Now we will take this one. We will take this one. This is a aniline. It is a orthomethoxy aniline. What experiment says means this for this basic strength is greater than this. Can we take minus I effect of oxygen here? Can we take a minus I effect of oxygen? Shall we take? Otherwise, plus R effect of oxygen shall we take? You think it? Minus I effect means electron withdrawing group. So lone pair density becomes low. Plus R effect means electron donating group. Then lone pair density becomes high. So for this experimental fact, what is the suitable explanation means minus I effect is the suitable explanation. Therefore, we will avoid plus R effect. We will avoid it. Okay. Then we will see these two. It is this is what in the sense metamethoxyaniline. It is orthomethoxyaniline. Sorry. Here this oxygen shows what in the sense minus I effect, and it shows what in the sense plus R effect. So can we consider here plus R effect is possible? Here also what possible means plus R effect is possible. So due to plus R effect, now in both cases minus I effect is possible. Sorry, okay. In both cases plus R effect is possible. Sorry. In both cases minus I effect is possible. So we need not consider, sorry, minus I effect is possible in both cases. Shall we consider minus I effect or not? Minus I effect depends on distance. Here this minus I group neighbor to NH2. So this magnitude is high. This minus I group is somewhat far away from NH2. So minus I effect magnitude is less. Minus I effect magnitude is more means electron withdrawing tendency is more when compared to this. Therefore, lone pair density is less here when compared to this. So this basic strength is less when compared to this, but it is against experimental fact. Therefore, we should not take minus I effect here. Minus I effect we can't use for explaining the experimental fact. So we will leave minus I effect. So we will go for plus R effect. Due to plus R effect, in phenyl ring, negative charge will be created at which positions means at ortho and para positions. So for this ortho means here negative charge will be created. Next negative charge in this para will be created. Next is negative charge in this ortho will be created with respect to methoxy. So because of this methoxy, at this carbon negative charge is created. Because of methoxy, at this carbon negative charge is not created because it is meta. At ortho and para only negative charge will be created. So because of this methoxy, at this carbon no negative charge, therefore lone pair density low, lone pair density high, so basic strength is high, basic strength is low. Okay, so to explain this basic strength, we have to consider plus or effect, we have to consider. Sir, we'll take another example. Next, aniline we have taken here. Kb is 4.2 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Next, parachloroaniline. We have taken parachloroaniline. Kb is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Next, metachloroaniline. There Kb is 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Next, orthochloroaniline. For this Kb is 0.05 into 10 power minus 10. Okay, so we have given the Kb values. So based on Kb value, we can say the basic strength. So order of basic strength, we came to know it here greater, here greater, here greater. So we came to know order of basic strength based on Kb value. Now we have to give the explanation. Now this chlorine will show what effect that we will see. Chlorine electronegativity is 3, otherwise 3.2. Carbon electronegativity is 2.5. So this carbon is having less electronegativity, chlorine is having more electronegativity, so chlorine will show minus I effect. Electronegativity is more means minus I effect. Okay, so chlorine is showing more chlorine shows minus I effect. Here minus I group is there, here no minus I group. So minus I group means electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group is there means lone pair density on nitrogen becomes low. So basic strength is less, here basic strength is more. Okay. So using minus I effect, we explained basic strength of aniline and parachloroaniline we explained. Okay. Next we will take parachloroaniline and metachloroaniline we will take. Now this Cl shows minus I effect. This Cl shows minus I effect. Here Cl is much distance from amino group when compared to this. Therefore, distance is more means inductive effect magnitude is less. Inductive effect depends on distance. If distance is high, inductive effect becomes low and low. Here distance is low, therefore inductive effect is high. Okay, so minus I effect magnitude is more, minus I effect magnitude is less. Therefore, lone pair availability is more here, lone pair availability is less here. So basic strength is more, basic strength is less. So using minus I effect, we explained parachloro and metachloro. We explained. Next we will see metachloro and orthochloro. Here minus I effect, here also minus I effect. Here distance is more, so minus I effect is less. Here distance is less between Cl and amino. Distance is less, so minus I effect is more. So minus I effect is more means lone pair density is less, lone pair density is more. So this basic strength is more when compared to this. So we explained all this only using inductive effect. Inductive effect. Based on inductive effect, we explained all these. Sir, okay. So you from this, what is the conclusion we got in the sense? We have to give explanation as per experimental fact. Therefore, it is observation. So we have to study all the concepts we have to study. Then we have to come to know whether we have to remember or not. What these things and all you have to get an idea. Then only we can go for exam. Okay, so that chemistry in the sense mostly all things are observation and experimental facts only. So before giving explanation, you see the experimental fact, then you give the explanation. Okay, next functional group we will take, that is cyanides. We will take the functional group. What in the sense? Cyanide is the functional group. Okay, cyanide functional group we will take. For this one compound we will take CH3Cn. What is the name of CH3Cn in the sense? CH3 is called methyl group, Cn is called cyanide, Therefore, it is methyl cyanide as per common name. Now, IUPAC name we will see. What is a IUPAC name? IUPAC name in the sense you count all the carbons including functional group. So it is first carbon, it is second carbon, 2 carbon atoms are there. Therefore, root word is eth. Then we will see primary suffix. We will see carbon carbon single bond is there. So primary suffix is en. Then we will see secondary suffix. For cyanide, secondary suffix is what means a nitrile. Nitrile. Now in the secondary suffix, first letter is not vowel sound, so don't drop this e. Keep this e as it is. So name of this CH3CN is ethane nitrile. Ethane nitrile is the name of this CH3CN as per IUPAC name. Next common name we will see. Already we have seen one common name. Now another type of common name we will see here. Now this methyl cyanide is taken for hydrolysis in the presence of acid or base. What we are getting in the sense acetic acid we are getting. We are getting acetic acid. From this acetic acid we will take this acet. So we will write acet, we will write then we will write nitrile. Nitrile we will write between acet and nitrile what you have to include means O you have to include. Therefore the name of this one is acetonitrile. It is also common name. So for CH3Cl another common name is what in the sense acetonitrile. Acetonitrile we can say. Next we will take another one C2H5Cn. Okay, C2H5 is called ethyl. C2H5 is called ethyl. Cn is called cyanide. Therefore ethyl cyanide. Okay, it is common name. Next, totally 3 carbon atoms are there. 3 carbon atoms means prop. Primary suffix is n. Secondary suffix is nitrile. So propane nitrile. It is IUPAC name. Next, we will see another common name. Now we will hydrolyze this. On hydrolyzing, Cn is becoming COOH. Cyanide becomes carboxylic acid. Here 3 carbon atoms are there. So this common name is propionic acid. It is propionic acid. Okay, in this we will take this propi we will take. So for this we will say this propi we have taken and nitrile we will write. Between propi and this nitrile will include O. So propionitrile. This compound name is what in the sense propionitrile we can say. Next we will take CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. For this we will say the common name. Now this on hydrolysis gives what in the sense CH2, CH2, COOH. This on hydrolysis gives butyric acid. This on hydrolysis gives butyric acid. From this butyric acid, you take this one, that you write here, and include nitrile. Between these two, include O. So butyronitrile. What is the name of this? Means butyronitride. Next compound we will take CH2 double bond CHCl. This we will hydrolyze. So we will get CH2 double bond CHCOOH. What is the name of this? Means acrylic acid. This name is acrylic acid. In this acrylic acid, you take this rounded term. That rounded term you take acryl. Okay, then include O, include nitrile. So acrylonitrile. This common name is what in the sense acrylonitrile we can say. Next we will take CH3Cn. This we will hydrolyze. On hydrolysis we are getting this compound. Cn is converting into carboxylic acid. This is called isobutyric acid. It is called isobutyric acid. In this one, let us take so and so rounded term we will take. This rounded term you write isobutyr. Include O, include nitrate. Okay, isobutyronitride. Isobutyronitride we can say. Next compound we will take